Okay, we're doing a little success interview with one of our clients here out of Wilmington, North Carolina, Revolutionary Air. This is Cody. I got a few questions for him today and just overall sort of a progress update, having worked with him now for a few months. Cody, could you introduce yourself, your company, and a little bit about, obviously where you're located?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Cody Lewis with Revolutionary Air. We're out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Um, we currently, right now, have 12 employees. But other than
Perfect.
that,
Perfect. So, could you give anyone watching this video a little context as to where you were prior to working with us back in November, where the business was at, what you had going on for marketing, stuff like that?
so as far as marketing, we didn't have a whole lot going on. We were trying to do it ourselves. We had 9 employees, and where we were as a company, it was a lot of smaller jobs, trying to fill the schedule with, ones that weren't near as profitable as changeouts and stuff like that. Uh, but because of everything, we've gotten to where now we have 12 employees and we have a really tight schedule now. Trying to fit things in, growing. Had to get another crew and another service tech to keep up. So things have been good.
Awesome. All good stuff. So, yeah, I mean, you kind of touched on where you're at now since we started working with Cody. He's brought on 3 more guys. The schedule's as full as it's ever been, and overall things are looking really good for Revolutionary Air. I guess, what would you say has been the best part about working with us at Surge Digital slash HVAC marketing experts so far?
So for us, because we've tried other marketing things in the past, the one thing that I'll say that I've been super happy with is the fact that we can get a hold of somebody, we're getting a hold of the same people, and we're able to make changes immediately to kind of go with what other marketing strategies there are out there, and the flexibility of it. It's not just kind of pigeonholed into one thing, but I know that I hold that in really high regard, being able to call somebody, get a response, and get things changed.
Awesome. Thank you. If you had to say anything to the listeners, to anybody watching who is currently speaking with us, who may be in a similar spot to you were back in November, who might be on the fence about working with us, what would you tell them as far as if they had just, uncertainty or doubt about working with us?
Well, I'll say the nice thing is the guarantee. Um, Firm believer on putting money where your mouth is, but also because there are a lot of marketing people out there. There's a lot of promises. We've tried a few since we've started, and I can say as far as being on the fence about it, the guarantee helps a lot. And then again, being able to call and get a hold of the same people to make changes is a really big deal that I haven't been able to experience in other marketing campaigns with other companies. And you also had a pretty quick turnaround on designing the website and everything else that helped kind of jumpstart things even quicker.
Thank you. Definitely some wise words, as always. And lastly, what is the goal for Revolutionary Air as far as maybe revenue or the size of the company and kind of your vision for the business now that you've seen some of the impact that we've made in our progress towards ultimately our revenue goal and guarantee, but also just um, our shared goal of continuing to grow your business?
Right. So as far as the company size, I don't want it to get too much larger. The one thing I'm sure a lot of listeners out there that are in the same boat with, you'd much rather have a change out than, some of these other ancillary pieces. So kind of nailing that down. I don't want to be I don't want to try to go and be the biggest HVAC company here because there's a lot of headache and a lot of overhead. But being able to still operate in our wheelhouse, maybe one more crew, one more service tech, maybe one more person to help schedule. Outside of that, as far as company size, but I want to get a little bit more efficient. Trying to hit that 4 million mark as a company this year. And I think that's going to be doable with what we've already got projected out. So, other than that, just being more efficient and kind of nailing down these changeouts versus the smaller pieces.
Definitely. Change outs all day. Well, cool. That's basically all I had, Cody. So far it's been an absolute pleasure working with you. I'm very grateful to have you as one of our partners, I would call you, and to be able to drive just 25 minutes from my house to be at this awesome office space with a fellow business owner who just takes a lot of pride in his business. You should see the office. It's got all this motivation on the walls and everything like that. So super cool, man. Thank you so much for this interview, and we'll wrap it up. This has been Carson with Surge Digital, signing off.